It's week 6 of the NFL. Up next, we'll see Russell Wilson. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Steelers and the Raiders, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, and we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. So out come the Raiders for their opening drive, and at the helm in his first year in silver and black, 6th season overall, Gardner Minshew.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Another carry now for Madison. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run here with a rookie. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Back deep, Marquez Callaway. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So the new-look Steelers offense headed out for their first drive, led by a man in his 13th NFL season now. First is a Steeler, Russell Wilson.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually
shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And 22 more yards there and another first down. They hand this off to Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Steelers in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
They go play action now. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. Mike Tomlin has reached for that one challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Steps away to his left. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Rocky started throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
Eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
They'll start on the ground with Madison. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now Minshew rolling to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Here's Minshew. Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And they go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's a give to Madison running right. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2nd and 9.
Junior on the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Minshew sets to throw. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They're going to look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Madison will score. Touchdown, Raiders. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Steelers offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's an early front runner for MVP of the NFL here in the first half of the season. As you can see, he's a league leader in passing yards at this stage of the game. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. That is caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They give him a gain of 38. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, down at the 33. Now Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing again here, Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. They'll go Madison up the middle. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. On the handoff, it's Laube. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll look to throw here. Open man is Myers. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for another Las Vegas.
They'll look to throw. Touchdown Raiders! Brock Bowers with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. And able to get this out to the 25. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
And he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. They'll roll him out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed down him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Back to throw here.
Open man down the field, it's Bowers. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brock Bowers
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris.
And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Wilson to throw.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
4th down. Here's Wilson being chased out left.
Pass hit.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Minshew. It's caught here by Adams. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Eluding the pressure right.
Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble.
And it's picked up by the Steelers. takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. 1 second, all that remains. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half.
So message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Steelers offense and Russell Wilson headed back onto the field. And he's been doing it through the air and on the ground to start the season, currently leading the NFL in rushing yards by a quarterback here in the month of September. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Harris pushing through the contact. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Wilson. Pickens on the slant. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8. They go play action now. Wilson. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They're going to run it with Harris. And he is going to get in for the 2, although there is a flag on the field, but it looked like a defender jumped. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raiders offense and Gardner Minshew getting set to go to work. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Now 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
On the ground, it's Laube.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Throw left side complete. That's Myers. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a yard.
On the handoff, it's Madison. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Bad news, they didn't get it on 2nd down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on 3rd.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the first down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Out of the gun is Minshew.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
That's good for Las Vegas.
Now a give to Madison. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Minshew. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bowers. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Brock Bowers.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Play action. It's Wilson. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he's got it. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
George Pickens
with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Here's Madison running on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Minshew. That's caught by Myers.
That's the gain of 10.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
On 3rd down, they run with Madison.
And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. Now a 1st down carry for Harris.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll run again with Harris.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing is Wilson. And he finds Austin complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Steelers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
At the 15-yard line.
Here's Madison.
Nifty move. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 17.
Minshew sets to throw.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Off play action, it's Minshew.
The left side throw complete to Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll run it with Madison. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
A carry here for Laube. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 44. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run with Madison. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And he'll power his way up near the 25. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. They hand this off to Harris. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run with Harris. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs.
Previous play is under
I think they're
review.
going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So the Raiders now down by 12. 1:08 to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Minshew. Pass complete. It's Madison.
And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickel.
And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. And he will make his way out of bounds. That stops the clock, but they'll have something else to consider now. It's 4th down here.
But it's 4th down.
Here's Minshew.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Wilson wants to throw it. Steps away. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
Boswell for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Steelers, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, the losses are piling